Your Excellency, Women's Day originated from labor movements in the North America and Europe during the early 20th century. And the EU, or the European Union, has been at the forefront of fighting poverty, hunger challenges, health intervention, education. And today we are privileged to have a UN representative, His Excellency the Ambassador of France, His Excellency Xavier Sticker. Please welcome His Excellency Xavier Sticker. You're welcome, sir.
His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, and Her Excellency the First Lady, Right Honourable Speaker, Right Honourable First Vice Chairman of the NRM, Right Honourable Prime Minister, Right Honourable Secretary General of the NRM, Cabinet Ministers, religious leaders, all protocol observed. It is my honor to make this statement today on behalf of the states members of the Gender Development Group and the European Union in Uganda. The theme that was chosen this year to celebrate Women's Day has a particular tone in Uganda. Firstly, because Uganda is a country with a strong political will to put women on an equal footing with men. But also because Uganda is resolutely committed to development in which science and technology play a key role. Indeed, one should recall that the digital economy itself should increase sixfold in Africa by 2050, generating jobs, growth that Ugandan women and men would benefit from. At the crossroads of these ambitions, we find in this country a number of initiatives, a lot of women who personify the ambition of raising women at the highest level of science and technology. Let me take just a few examples. Dr. Gladys Kalema Zikusoka, a renowned veterinarian and primatologist, worked in the past with us on a conservation project in the Panyupe Game Park in Karamoja. Vanita Kaiwa, Uganda Airlines first officer and co-pilot, proudly flying an Airbus A330. How about Dr. Gladys Atto, the latest recipient of Uganda Medical Association's prestigious Women in Medicine Award, who is one of the 45 ophthalmologists in Uganda and who devoted her career to helping patients in the hard-to-reach region of Karamoja. The list would be endless. And there are so many women in this country with skills, talent, expertise, knowledge. A big tribute to all of them. Your Excellency, guests, we have to acknowledge that the fundamentals here in Uganda are strong, because Uganda indeed has a progressive legal and policy framework to support gender equality and women's empowerment, starting with a constitution that prohibits all forms of discrimination against women and that provides for the protection and the promotion of women's rights. From this starting point, Uganda has developed a comprehensive and rich legal framework that aims at empowering women in all fields, notably at building women's capacity to participate in governance structures with equal rights and also as beneficiaries of good governance dividends. And it is working. Uganda has made progress in increasing opportunities for women participation with inclusive policies, with an increase in number of women in decision-making positions, and we see that today at the Tribune in this occasion. Despite these efforts, your effort, our support as partners of Uganda opportunities for women in the fields of science, technologies, entrepreneurship are unfortunately still less than they are for men. And things start at school. Despite a policy of universal access to education, completion rates in primary, secondary school are still low, even lower for girls, who are often victims of gender-based violence and who are out of education because of teenage pregnancies. COVID worsened the situation, dragging girls out of school. Later in their lives, women and girls continue to have limited access to means of production like land, capital, although they take the biggest burden in care and production, especially at household level. With regard to science and technology, the women's rights online are also an area, and that was mentioned before, and to secure and to ensure an equal and safe access to internet for Ugandan women. To meet these challenges, there is a strong political will in Uganda for making the country a champion of women empowerment. And there is an equally strong will by partners of Uganda to support this ambition. I want to commend here, on behalf of the partners of Uganda, on behalf of the European Union, and the work that in a spirit of partnership we are connecting with the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. What a partner is looking for is commitment, leadership, and we find it with our Ugandan colleagues. My dear and esteemed colleagues, the UN Resident Coordinator underlined the crucial role the UN is playing, and the European Union is also actively participating in supporting Uganda's goals. First, in promotion of women and economic rights, which is a key priority of the third National Development Plan and of our development aid with Uganda. Among the iconic initiatives, I would like to mention the European Union United Nations Spotlight Initiative to eliminate violence against women and girls, and that Your Excellency launched 3 years ago on International Women's Day. The EU has provided 31 million euros to implement this initiative. The EU and its partners have also been supporting education, including for adolescent girls and access to justice. The European Union is about to launch a new Team Europe action of 107 million euros to support education for adolescent girls and their transition to secondary schools, as well as to reduce gender-based violence and support to sexual and reproductive health. Beyond institutional relations, our European private companies take part in promoting women's roles in positions. They fully comply with Ugandan rules, regulations for empowering women in all sectors. Making entrepreneurship a reality for more women is one of our goals as partners, as Team Europe, with initiatives such as the Sustainable Business for Uganda platform. Your Excellency, once again, let me commend Uganda's ambition to give equal opportunities in education, science and technology for innovation and gender-equal future. And the gender development partners in Uganda, the European Union, remain committed to support the achievement of your objective. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of France. Merci beaucoup. Oui.